Whoa. 3 months. 3 months. 224. I'm doing my math. 64 pounds. 64 pounds in 3 months. Wow. That's exactly today's 3 months exact. So I started on, actually, I didn't seriously start this diet until the 25th of January. Today's the 25th of April. So it's exactly 3 months. 3 months, 64 pounds. Let me take a shower, get cleaned, get clothes on, and I will talk to you more about this. Yes! So what's all that about? Not really the kind of video you're used to seeing from me. I'm trucking videos and, you know, traveling around the country videos. This is a special day for me. It's 3 months. I've lost a little bit of weight, as you can tell, 64 pounds. How did that all start? On New Year's Eve, 2018, December 31st, 2018, I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. It's about 11:30, something like that. And I had the laptop out and I was answering comments on the channel and all this kind of stuff. And I think I got onto Facebook or something like that. And I come across a video and it was about intermittent fasting. Never heard of it. I've heard of fasting, of course, you know, like, you know, the famous stuff is like Gandhi and fasting and what do they call them? Hunger strikes, things like that. I've heard of that kind of stuff. And of course you hear of fasting in your religions and stuff, like you're in the Bible and in the Quran and all this kind of stuff. So I knew what fasting was, but I'd never heard of intermittent fasting. Didn't know what that was. So I'm watching this video, I'm like, and the guy is talking, and I think it was, let me find him here. I think it was Thomas DeLauer. Thomas DeLauer, D-E capital L-A-U-E-R, DeLauer. He's got a YouTube channel, and I think it was him. I don't know. After I watched that video, I watched a whole bunch of other ones about it, you know. But I come across this intermittent fasting, and what the first video I watched was about, after about a day, you're not hungry anymore. And that's always the hardest thing about dieting, is you're constantly hungry. And the thing about intermittent fasting is you're hungry a little bit during the first day, but the second, third, and however many more days you go, you're not hungry anymore. I mean, anyway, I didn't believe this. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, it's, you know, somebody trying to make a video to get millions and millions of views on YouTube and, you know, whatever. So I didn't really believe it, but I watched other videos and everybody seemed to say the same thing. Once you get past a certain threshold in hunger, then it goes away. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you know, there's some of these people that are, you know, starvation of some type or another, whether they're out in the, I don't know, just you're trapped somewhere, you know, out in the forest or in the woods or whatever, and you can't get back. And these people that are without food for 4 or 5 days, you know, aren't they? I mean, by the 5th day, aren't they just dying of hunger? And apparently not. And you know, you're hungry at first, but then eventually your hunger pains go away. And so anyway, I thought, well, I'm going to try this. When I get back out on the road, I'm going to try this. So, so anyway, I go to, for people that follow the channel, they know in January I went out to to Arizona to the RTR Roundup, Rubber Tramp Rendezvous Roundup. I went out there. Well, I left on, what day was it? The 4th or 5th of January? I think it was the 4th. Let me go back here. I'll find it eventually. January 3rd. January 3rd. January 3rd was a Thursday. I got in the truck on Thursday. I ate normal on Monday, on Tuesday and Wednesday. On January 1st and January 2nd, I ate normal. Okay. On the 3rd, Thursday, I got in the truck and I headed to Arizona, and I didn't eat anything that day. and about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, you know, stomach was grumbling. And I went, gee, sure would like to stop and grab something to eat. You know, just a cheeseburger would taste so good right now. That lasted for half hour maybe, something like that, to where I'm thinking about it a lot, right? And then it kind of went away. Didn't think about it much more. And then later on that evening, after about sundown, I got to feel, you know, hungry again, you know. But it wasn't, you know, all life and power, you know, focused on it 100%, but it was just like, you know, I'm looking around, well, it sure would be nice to just grab over, you know, reach over and grab some snack of some type, you know, but I'm not going to do it. So I got through Thursday, no problem. On Friday, no hunger at all. I had no desire for food at all, none. It was on my mind because of what I was going, you know, hey, I'm going to go through this fasting thing and see how it works. On the second day, on Friday, there was no, you know, my stomach rumbling and all that kind of stuff, nothing. It just, I was thinking about it, but I wasn't really worried about it, you know, or it wasn't an issue, I guess. I got out to Arizona on Friday night, and on Saturday, I started meeting a few people out there and getting camp set up and everything. And I didn't eat all day Saturday until that evening, about 6 o'clock. I finally, you know, I don't know how long I can go on this fasting. I didn't know enough about it yet. Can you go 1 day, 3 days? Can you go a week? Can you go longer than that? I don't know. And I don't want to goof something up. You know, I go starve myself, and then, you know, they say when you don't eat, your body starts eating itself, you know, and you lose. I mean, anyway, it's true. I'll get to that in a little bit. But anyway, I get out there and I thought, you know, I better eat. I better do something. I better eat. So I went and made me a little meal and everything, and ate it, no problem. On Sunday, I ate normal. And I was out there at the RTR for about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. And I ate normally, just like I would, whatever, you know. I wasn't on this diet. Those 2 days, Friday and Saturday, or Thursday and Friday, those were, and Saturday, I guess, those were a test to see if this fasting thing is really, you know, do you really get hungry, or does the hunger go away, you know? What? So it was just a test, and it was like, I proved to myself, yeah, it's true. After the first, you're hungry the first day, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's not like, you know, it's not like smoking and quitting cigarettes where you just, oh, I've got to have a cigarette. But it's there. It gnaws on you a little bit, right? But after on the second day and on past, it's gone. You don't think about it, okay? Food is the last thing you think about. So anyway, spent the 3 weeks there in Arizona farting around at the RTR. On the 25th, I got, the RTR is over with, and I'm going to go back to work. I called dispatch, and they gave me a load on the 25th of January. It was on a Friday. I weighed myself on the 25th of January. It was 288 pounds. Yeah, I know, I'm a fat old blob. 288 pounds. I'm 6'1". That's way overweight. My ideal weight's somewhere around 200, 210, something like that. At least that's what they say. I feel good at around 220, okay? So anyway, I start this fasting diet, and I went 2 days on the 25th and 26th. Didn't eat anything. On the 27th was a Sunday. I ate normal. Just got up, ate breakfast, and in the middle of the day I ate something. I might have had a snack. Just kind of a normal day of eating. And then on Monday and Tuesday I fasted. On Wednesday I ate normal. Thursday and Friday I fasted. So basically I'm going 2 days of fasting and 1 day of eating. 2 days of fasting, 1 day of eating. 2 days of fasting, 1 day. And I did that until I got back home, which would be on, when did I get back home? I got home on the 5th, February 5th. So I did this 2 days on for a week and a half, I guess. 264 pounds. I lost 24 pounds in a week and a half by this fasting 2 days and 1 day, 2 days and 1 day. What? I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I thought, there's something to this. And I didn't want to say anything on YouTube because I would make a, hey, look at that, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight, and then I would fail, and then it would, you know, I'm just another, you know, it's just another whatever. So I didn't want to make a big deal. I stayed shut up. I told my friends and everything, my family and whatnot. but I didn't make a big deal about it on the channel. I wanted to see if it would actually work. So at that point, I went back on my calendar here and I started keeping track of days, not calorie counting, nothing like that. It just, today is a fasting day. Today is not a fasting day. Today is a OMAD, OMAD, O-M-A-D, 1 meal a day. You state 1 meal a day. Okay, I'll get into that too. But anyway, there's fasting, there's OMAD, and then there's keto diet, okay? So you can look all this stuff, and I'll be talking a lot more about this here in the future, and answering questions, you know, making a video about questions you've asked me, okay? So what I wanted to get with this video is it works. It really, really works. Now, so I kept track of it on my computer here, on my calendar, and on February 5th, I was 264 pounds. I was home by then. That's when I got home and weighed myself. And then on Saturday, the 9th, I had gained some weight back because I was eating normal at home. I wasn't on any kind of diet. I was eating just whatever I wanted, the same kind of food I was always eating before. I wasn't into the keto thing yet. So when I would eat, I would just eat my normal kinds of food. You know, just your meat and potatoes kind of stuff, right? So on the 9th, I went back up to 271, and then on Sunday and Monday, I did OMAD while I was here at the house, and then on the 12th, I got in the truck and left. Before I left, I was 268. I left the house, I was 268. So I'm 20 pounds lower than when I started. Okay, I fasted for 3 days. OMAD, fasted for a day, OMAD, fasted for 3 days, OMAD, fasted, OMAD. You know, I just kind of intermittent like that every couple days. I don't, very seldom. It was usually on a Sunday. Usually it was on a Sunday when I would eat normally, 3 meals a day kind of thing, eating whatever. But if I did an OMAD, it was an evening meal. After I got done trucking, I'd get back and maybe do my video editing and stuff like that, and I'd get a snack, and I'll get into that kind of stuff, what kinds of snacks and what kind of foods I've ate. But what I'm getting at is intermittent fasting and OMAD in conjunction over the last 3 months. I started on January 25th, and today's April 25th. April 25th, I've lost 64 pounds. Okay, well, I mean, it works. It works. All right. So anyway, I'll get into more and more of this later on, but I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this video now, and the next video I'll get into a little bit more detail on this stuff. So, I did it. I'm doing it. It's not a did thing. It's a doing thing for the rest of my life kind of thing, I think. The keto, I'm not 100% on board with keto. I've limited my carbs. Not completely. If there's a meal and potatoes would go good with it, I'll eat some potatoes. But I don't sit down anymore with a box of chips like Cheez-Its or something, you know, or Ritz crackers. Okay, I don't sit down with them and eat the whole dang box like I used to. Okay, I very severely limit my stuff like crackers and cookies and those kinds of things. Another thing is I got off sugar. I don't eat hardly any sugar. I used to love sweet tea. Coffee, I put this size of coffee, which is, I don't know, 16 ounces probably. It's a thermal cup. 16-ounce cup of coffee. I put 2 packets of Sweet and Low, and I'll get into that too. You can't use Sweet and Low. No sugar substitute, okay? Black coffee, and didn't like it at first, but I got used to it. Now that's what, you know, you get used to it, okay? Sweet tea. I love sweet tea. I go to just regular black tea now, or some green tea sometimes, and I'll get into that later too. But you get off the sugar and get off a lot of the carbs, most of your carbs, and fast a couple days here and there, and you will lose weight. You will lose weight. Now, all right, that's good enough for this video. I'm going to go and make another one here for tomorrow or the next day. Okay, so ciao. Y'all be good.